welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for an unboxing of a lot of Fyreslayer stuff. So we decided that we were going to do a new army. So we're going to do a new Tale of Two Armies, was it? Tale of Two Gamers. And mine is going to be Fyreslayers, because I like the look of them. And I've been painting up the ones from Night Vault. I really enjoyed painting them, to be quite honest. So I thought I'll start a new army. Still haven't painted a Lariel though. I need to get that done.
Anna.
Yes.
As soon as you paint a Lariel, we can
start on this.
Well, no. As soon as you do that, we can finish off the other one. We'll start on this beforehand.
Yeah.
Why not? It's what we do.
It is, yeah. So I got the battletome, the war scrolls, the dice, the endless spells, and this bad boy that looks absolutely awesome, which is the Forge. Yeah.
I'm pretty jelly about that. I've always wanted a proper dwarf Forge.
Pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I hope when they redo the Duardin Overlords, the Cardin Overlords,
you'll get a Sky Forge.
A Sky Forge. What I want. The Sky Forge.
The Sky Forge.
Just an entire table piece of scenery. That'd be awesome. No.
So we'll start by doing the dice because they just looked awesome, to be quite honest.
A song of fire and dice. Ooh.
I can just get the clippers out.
Oh yes.
Yes. So
they are away.
Yeah.
So this is the first stage. This is the book. It's war scrolls.
Yeah.
Got the endless spells, like you say, and the scenery piece. You do already have a couple of models.
I do. Yeah.
But the next video for these. Whoa. The next video of these will be the Start Collecting box set.
They're nice.
Some Hearthguard.
Like
so
lava effect.
I'm proper jelly now.
Those are awesome. I do like those.
See how they roll. What's that?
Oh,
that's a 1.
That's a 1, yeah, and that's going to be a 6.
So a 1 and a 5 and 6.
6.
I just dropped that. Love rolling dice.
You're having fun there.
5, 4 and a 1. Right.
Nice. I'll put them over there, sort them out afterwards.
You have the War Scroll cards.
Which are just going to be War Scrolls, aren't they? They'll be in the book.
We actually pre-ordered these for a change because we were warned that these are going to become limited as well as the dice.
Yes.
So from now on, when we do want something,
we're going to have to order
pre-order
the dice.
Really, because they're going out of stock really quickly.
Yeah.
I think Games Workshop, they had one of these in, and they had one lot of the dice, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's all they got in. And the dice aren't online anymore.
Yeah, it depends what store you're at as well, whether it's a small store, medium store, or a large store. If it's a larger store, you're going to get more in stock.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right, so we will do the models or the book first?
We'll do the models first, shall we?
Models first?
Have a look at the models and then we'll go through the book and see what they all do and
sweet
and that. I want to open that up, to be quite honest, because it does look awesome.
So you want to open this one first, did you say? Which one do you do first?
We'll do that one first and then I'll make you wait for that one.
Building up to it. So these are the endless spells per se, dwarves with spells, to be a bit strange. But it's kind of like going with prayers, really.
Yes, yes.
Your box is yours.
It's going to be a bit of a challenge for me to get this kind of lava effect because I've not really done that before, so yeah, I'm kind of challenging myself a little bit there.
I would thought painted orange and then
red,
yellow and red, and then dry brush the smoky effect on maybe. What we do have, which might be useful, is some secret weapons.
That's everything like that.
Secret weapon pigments, exhaust smoke, I think it's called. Right. Okay, so it's been a little while since we've had any endless spells. So these are just in matte, sort of the matte grey colours. That's interesting. Because the last ones we've had have all been like
They're in like different colours, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose
we
like
haven't had
if
loads
this is
of
like
them.
a grey plant.
I mean, I'll be getting some.
Will you?
Speaking out loud there.
Seems very decent.
Right. Okay.
Right. So
So we have the runic firewall, which is very much like the prismic wall from the original sets. This is part C1 and C2. Let's see how they go together.
Oh, that's terrible.
I think it'll be pretty obvious. Pretty damn obvious.
Might not be.
Yes, this could be a lie, I suppose.
It could, yeah. As we well know.
It's already confused me because there's two things on here. Oh, right, no, because it goes in that middle bit. Oh, I see. Fool me once. Fool me 20 times. Right.
There we go.
This is darker plastic than you. It's interesting.
It is, it's thicker as well, it feels thicker.
There we go. That's it. That's how that goes together. No problem there at all. So it is like it's a wall of fire with sparkly runes on.
Yes.
Yeah, and that literally just sticks together like that. The edges are going to need some filing down just on those bits.
And you probably will glue it just to make sure.
Oh yeah, well, it's going to be glued. It is going pretty well, but I wouldn't leave it just like that. So we'll glue that. What's next? Zagharon, Flame Spitter. He's B1 and B2. Is this him?
Yeah.
Zagharon, Flame Spitter. It might become a bit more clear when we actually read these in the book.
Yeah, what they are.
Yeah, so which way around does this go? That's the important thing. There is a sort of shield, a long shield shaped hole and a long shield shaped peg. So it only goes in one way, which is not
like that way.
Oh, it does go in that way, but it needs to be glued.
It needs to be glued.
So that's going to go in there, like so. So that's the second spell effect. So everything else on these screws must be the last one.
Must be the main dude.
It's a big,
big
molten
Inferno.
Cool. Inferno. Right, so I'm going to stick these two together while Claire cuts off the rest of these pieces.
Yeah.
And then we shall return triumphantly to stick it together. Okay guys, so there is that effect. There's that one there. Glued together. Just to prove that I did it. Right, now we'll move on to the Molten Inferno Moth. The Infernal Moth. So we have these two pieces.
A1 and 2.
They should fit together. Do they fit together like that?
It seems to. It's like a... Yeah.
It's a bit of a gap, that's all.
Unless it might be.
I missed a bit. Oh, I missed a bit. No wonder it doesn't fit together. Sorry guys, 1 second. There we go. There we go, it's better. That's a better fit. There we go. So that's going to go together like that. And then we have...
one of the arms. Is that the... No, that's the chest.
The chest piece.
Yeah.
So once those two bits are together, this is going to fit across the chest. So we'll get those 3 pieces stuck together. And then we're on to these other bits. Are these... Where are these? What are these? These side bits. Yes, I think they are. Right, I'll get these bits stuck together and we'll have a look at these. I think they're like the underarm parts where he needs to put the deodorant. So, back in a moment. Okay, so those are the first 3 parts together. And these side pieces are going to fit on there where I thought they went. So that one's going to go on this side. Is that A4? And then A5 is going to go on this side into there. And then we have A6, which, turn it around, there we go. I believe is going to fit onto there. Okay. So let's fit these 3 pieces on and then we should be back. Okay guys, so there we go. All the pieces in place. It's kind of like putting together a smashed Easter egg. Kind of like the Glock, if you remember putting that together.
Yeah, that had little
but
bits.
That was much bigger, obviously.
Yeah.
So next up we have a 7, which should fit in this gap there. There's a little tab. I presume that goes on the inside by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
And then on the other side we have A8, which there's already a tab on that side. That's going to go on there. And then we're on to the arms by the looks of it. So A12 and A11 go together.
A9 and A10 go together
to make 2 arms.
And then you've got 14 and 13 to make the head, and 15 to make the top of the head.
So those 2 bits are going to go together.
And that's going to go on top.
Almost like a nid, actually.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So let's stick these bits on the arms together and this together, and then we'll come back and finish it off. Okay guys, so this goes together. There are a couple of gaps in there which will need filling, but other than that it goes together. We have the arms on here, so that should flick into there. That should flick into there, and the head should go on to there, which seems to do. Brilliant. So what's the next page?
This last bit.
So this is just the base, isn't it?
Yeah, it just goes on here.
These are like 3 parts, just so it's coming out of the ground, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and stick this guy together. We'll cut those bits off, put them on the base, come back with him finished.
Mm-hmm.
And Claire can narrate the spells effects. And there he is, finished.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about this base is it does shove this bottom part into the correct place and closes some of those gaps up a little bit. So I'm going to fill them, because there is a gap. I don't know if you can see it down there, but it's not as pronounced as it was, because as I said, the base has sort of shoved it together, which is good. Still a bit of movement in there, still drying. There we go. He's awesome actually, I really like that. I am really jelly.
He's cool.
The only thing that would have made that cooler is if you did like a turtle's back on him. Like some giant underground fire turtle. You know, it made that like a shell with all those spikes on.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that could have made that cooler in my opinion. There we go. But he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. So Claire's going to explain what all these spells do.
Okay.
Oh, she's actually got the actual ones out. Okay. Clever.
Right, so we'll go with him because you've got him in your
It's
hand.
the Molten
Infernoth. So the summon Molten Infernoth. The Zaragan priest's eyes ignite with the fire as he calls forth a gargantuan beast of lava to rise from the earth. So at the start of your hero phase, one friendly Fyreslayer priest can attempt to perform this magmic invocation. If they do so, make an invocation roll by rolling a dice. On a 3+, the invocation roll is successful. If the invocation roll is successful, set up this model wholly within 12 inches of that Fyreslayer priest. Its abilities, it has Burning Tide. When this magmic invocation is set up, the player who set it up can immediately make a move with it. In addition, at the start of each of the subsequent hero phases, the player who set up this magmic invocation up can make a move with it if it's still on the battlefield. When you move this magmic invocation, it can move up to 2d6 inches.
Excellent.
And it's got an erupting inferno. So after this model has moved, roll 12 dice for each unit that is within 3 inches of it at the end of the move. For each 6, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Fyreslayer units are not affected by this ability. And it has Fiery Wrath of the Vulcatrix. Add 1 to the bravery characteristic of Fyreslayer units while they are wholly within 18 inches of this model.
Crap.
That's nasty.
Right.
So it can be used as a buff then, can't it?
As well as everything else. Right.
So we've got a firewall.
So this protects you from hackers.
Yeah, I was going to say that. At the start of your hero phase, one friendly Fyreslayer priest can attempt to perform this magmic invocation. If they do, make an invocation roll by rolling a dice. On a 3+, the invocation roll is successful, and set this model up wholly within 18 inches of that Fyreslayer priest. The abilities: Roaring Rune Fire. A model cannot see another model if an imaginary straight line, 1mm wide, drawn from the centre of its base to the centre of the other model's base, passes within 1 inch of this model. Awakened Runes. Reroll save rolls for one for attacks that target the Fyreslayer units wholly within 12 inches of this model. Impervious to heat. Magma drafts can pass across this model in the same manner as the model can fly. Cool.
And lastly,
the Zaragon Flame Splitter. So again, same with the invocation on a 3+, it's successful, and this time you set it wholly within 6 inches. Magma Blast. At the start of your shooting phase, if there is a friendly Fyreslayer priest within 6 inches of this model, you can pick an enemy unit within 24 inches of this model and roll 12 dice. Add 1 to the roll if there are 10 or more models in the unit. Add 2 to the roll instead if there are 20 or more models in this unit. For each 6+, the unit suffers 1 mortal wound.
Right. I like all of them.
They're really good, aren't
Especially
they?
the Infernal. I really want to get some of my own knife, my guys.
Cool.
Right, so, shall we move on to the forge?
Yes.
I didn't realise how cool that was going to be, actually.
It is very, very cool.
I don't think the picture... I think because of the way they're painted. Not that they're painted badly, it's just because they're very burnt looking. From a 2D picture, it doesn't really do it justice.
No.
As to what it is. It's only when you see the 3D version of it, you're like, oh my lord, that's amazing.
We've said that about a few models though, when we've looked at them.
I don't think it's not so much the paint job, it's just because it is all fire and smoke.
Yeah.
You can't really get the 3D look of it from a 2D image. You know
No.
what I'm saying.
I forgot to show you the back of the box. So
That's the back of the box.
that's so you can see the scale of it basically. That looks awesome. So this is like a little box in itself. So it's like a little tiddly box. So we have.
Cool.
I'll let you have a look at it because I know you're excited to see it.
Look at that. Look at that.
That looks awesome.
Sweet. Amazing. Just enough forge and just enough bits of dragon and bits of steampunkiness. No, not really what steampunk. It's just a forge. Really, it's like a dwarf forge should look like, with some added Fyreslayerness. In my opinion, that's what a dwarf forge should look like. Oh, mercy, that's amazing. Right. Okay. So part 1, which is the massive face. And then part 2, which is the dragony bit. And then 3 and 4. They're like they slide behind that. I imagine they do.
Is that the wall behind?
It's sort of like throw the enemies up and throw them in there. And watch it chomp them. That'd be great on front of a tank.
Yeah.
Or a dwarf train.
Yeah.
Oh, put a grill on there. Sorry.
My army. Mine. Remember. You have your own coming up.
Yeah, no.
We've gone silent now, we've gone sulkification now.
Right, so yeah, that's going to clip onto that, like so. And then we have part, is this 4? There's 3, this is 3 you've given me. So we've got this brickwork, that's the outer part that I can see. And we have the inner part, which is this part without detail. We do have little little round slot things there. And when that lines up properly, there should be 2 holes there, obviously something else to go in there. That should be the opposite side, like so. So I'm going to tidy these up a little bit, and then we're going to stick these together, and then we should move on to the next page. Oops, there we go. Knocked it over. So that's where we're up to. Next up we have, which parts is this?
5 and
6.
6.
These parts go together, like that. And then that's going to sit. So which one goes on which on this side?
I think one's
It doesn't show which one goes on which, doesn't it?
No.
Although that doesn't fit there.
So
5 and 6 must go on this side. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so 5 and 6. That's 5 and 6. That's 7 and 8. There. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So they do go on specific size. So we'll glue them together. Then we'll glue them on, and then we have the fires, which go in the mouth area.
I think I might leave that separate so I can paint it, and then I can paint inside the forge itself.
That makes sense. You get a good fire effect on that as well. So, but that would go in there. And then we have these bits, which are going to go on the back, on there. Or is it the other way around?
It might be that way around.
It is that way around. So on there and on that one on the other side. So they go on specific areas, so it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out where everything goes. So we'll glue them in place, all except for the flames. And then we can move on. Okay guys, that leaves us here. So on the next page we have part 12. So it's actually probably better to get part 12 ready. I thought these two would just stick together. I was wrong, there was a big gap. This is what this is for, part 12. So it's probably best to get this prepared, and as soon as you've stuck these on, get this put in place, because it should line everything up for you though. So that's going to go in there, and then we have parts 13 and 14, and part 15, which is like a boiler or...
One thing I will say about 15, it's not numbered on the sprue itself, so...
Okay.
I'm hoping that's part 15. There's only that part that actually looks like that.
So those parts are going to go together to create this sort of half-barrel boiler type thing, which is then going to sit on the back where that groove is there. It's like a circular groove for it to go on. So I'll stick this on, we'll stick that on, and then we can continue. Okay, so that is the back so far. Next up we're building this post. 3 parts, 16, 17 and 18. There we go. So need to get the right way around, which was the first time. And these 3. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to go on there like that, and that one fits on there like that. That'll make a post. Yay! Then on that post we'll be putting this. Oh yeah, it's got a D-shaped hole in it as well, a D-shaped receptacle, so it's going to have to go on like that. And then underneath this, I assume, yeah, so when these 2 parts are together, it should be easier for it to put together, there is an indentation. That's where that's going to go. It's going to stick into there. And then we have this on the other side, which is obviously the other side of this contraption, and that's going to go on there. So we're going to stick those together, and that will attach via this onto here. Voila. So we'll stick that together, stick it on, and then we can move on. Okay, so that bit sits on the back there, so I'm going to put this down so it'll set properly. And then we can move on to the next bit, which is the bellows themselves. So that's 29 and 28, which are those 2 parts there. Part 30, because they make sort of a triangle. So that's going to go on there, like that, I believe. And then that'll go on there to make sort of a triangular shape, which that can then attach onto. Then we have this part here, which is kind of like the bit that's going to attach onto this mechanism at the back. So we have 33, And we have 32.
Which is this one? Sorry.
So is that
I don't know what that bit was.
32?
That's 32.
That's 32.
That must be for something else.
Right, so those two parts go together like that. And then that will attach the bellows onto this swing arm part that we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bellows together. The bellows then stick onto this little circle. Yeah, little circle down there. The bellows will attach to that, and the swing arm will attach the two together. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we can move on to the next phase. Okay guys, so next up, just be very careful, hopefully you can see out of the top, we've got the bellows there, we've got the arm connected up there, it's gone on pretty easily. Next up we have the canister here, so those two parts are going to go together, that's 23 and 22. And then we have that, which is the top for it, which is part 24, and that only goes on in one way, like that, once it's stuck together. Then that canister will be attached onto here. I think there is, I just put, yeah, so that's where it attaches, a little peg at the bottom, and there's a little tiny little hole on that pedestal just at this side. I don't know if you can make that out in the camera, I just don't want to pick this up yet. Because gravity will do its evil work and it will fall to bits. So what I'm going to do is stick that together, that'll go onto there, and then we have some other parts.
We've got 25,
yep.
26
yep.
and 27, which all seem to attach to the canister and around that area.
So it looks like 25 will go into the top of this, and that'll attach onto the other side of this arm. So that's like a pressure valve, which is making that arm go up and down and work the bellows. Then we have two
pipes.
The bottom one is 26, top one is 27. And
do they fit into that one at the end?
I think, yeah, they fit into here again. So there's two holes, one will fit into the bottom, one will fit into the top. And
then they'll fit into that one there.
Yes, and then they'll fit into these two holes on the bigger canister there. So that's where they're going to go. And I think that's it then, isn't it? So we'll stick these bits together and we'll come back with a finished forge. Okay, so here it is, the finished, is it Magmic?
Yeah, Magmic Battle Forge.
Magmic Battle Forge.
Yeah.
There's the back of it. Looks pretty funky actually.
Looks awesome.
There we go, you see where those pipes went on there. How that all went on together. And then the flames will go in there when they're painted.
Yeah.
Boom. That's awesome. Right.
So, the scenic rules. Molten Blessing. Drawing upon the powerful elemental energies of the Magmic Battleforge, the Zaragrim priests cast clouds of cinder adrift on the air, imbuing those of his sacred order with burning power. At the start of your hero phase, one friendly Fyreslayer priest within 6 inches of a Magmic Battleforge can control its Magmic energies. If they do so until the end of that phase, add 1 to prayer rolls for friendly Fyreslayer priests while they are within 18 inches of that Magmic Battleforge. Spending the Forge. In times of need, a Zaragrim priest may expend all of the Magmic Battleforge's power, igniting the Urgold runes of their Fyreslayer kin and infusing the warriors with strength. Once per battle at the start of your hero phase, one friendly Fyreslayer priest within 6 inches of a Magmic Battleforge can spend all of the forge's energy instead of using its Molten Blessing ability. If they do so until the start of your next hero phase, you can re-roll save rolls of a 1 for friendly Fyreslayer units on the battlefield. However, for the rest of the battle, Fyreslayer priests can no longer use this Magmic Battleforge Molten Blessing ability.
Oh,
so that's quite cool.
Right, so it works with the this one with the priest, Fyreslayer priest skill.
Yes.
Cool, and there it is again. Pretty sweet. I don't know which is cooler, that or the big magma beast. Okie dokie. So
we have the book.
The book still sealed.
Yes. Shall get into this? So have a look what armies I can build and
Yes.
obtain.
Lodges. I think they use lodges. They might still use lodges.
Okay. I really don't know much about the Fyreslayers, so this is all kind of quite new to me.
There we go. Right. I'm not too up on the lore of myself because initially when they came out I wasn't overly interested, shall we say.
Yes, now because of the battletome.
Yeah, the battletome. Far more interested like Card and Overlords. Just hope they bring out something really cool for them when they come back. Yeah. Iron Jaws. Iron Jaws need an update. They're giving the Fyreslayers an update. We want Iron Jaws update with magical spells and new things and a giant Iron Jaws scrap flying ship. What?
Cool.
Right.
Nice pickies.
Yep.
So a path of blood, gold and fire.
Blood, gold and fire.
So that'll be all the lore.
So definitely dwarven.
Yes. So I'm going to have a read of this.
The keys. Wouldn't even know where to begin with some of a different kind of Duardin. Duardin. I don't know how you'd say it properly. Duardin. A different kind of Duardin.
It sounds Lord of the Ringy, doesn't it, really?
It sounds more Lord of the Ringy than Dwarf does,
Yeah.
to be honest.
We've got a nice big picture. That's cool. That's him, isn't it?
No, that's one of the magma drakes that you've got in the
Is
starter set.
Really?
Which we'll see unboxed in the next video.
Cool.
Indeedy.
So we've got the Fall of Grimnir. Magma holds.
Magma holds.
So I'll take it. That's
So you got the
old
Fyreslayer lodges though.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Cost of defence, air and fire.
Yeah.
Oh, Caradon Overlord's mentioned.
Air and fire. What's
Yeah.
it say?
The ancestors of the Fyreslayers and Caradon Overlords were related and once lived side by side, but the descendants have diverged. Ah,
So indeed.
yeah. We've got
Heart of the Hold. I thought I said Heart of Gold.
That's cool. That's a cool picture.
Wow. Glimmerlust. Rising powers. There's a lot
Born
in here,
of Flame. Yeah. And we've got obviously.
These are the lodges then.
These must be the lodges. So we've got
Vostarg, which kind of looks just like Fyreslayers. Then we have the Greyfeared with the black beards. That's cool.
It is actually, yeah, it's different.
Greyfeared.
And we've got.
And on the rise.
What
have we got?
Hermdar and Lofnir. We've got Tangrim,
Beldrak,
Ulrung, Sigorn,
Thungor,
Gelfad,
wow,
Kaingan, and Voltering.
There you go.
So I'm going to have a look at these. That looks like a Chaos Star, if ever there was one.
What does it say? Thungar Lodge in the Glimmering.
Rule the glimmering peaks of Lumarest in Heish. They have they have fought several wars with the elves of those lands. Amongst their strange customs are melting gold under glint of giant lenses and creating a golden powder. I can't read this sideways, I'm rubbish.
I know how it feels.
From their forges byproducts, warriors of this lodge often glimmer with a dusting of this substance, and in battle their runesmitters cause it to ignite.
Is there any, does it say any of that from Shimon?
Shimon? Let's have a look. As a rhyme. Shimon?
Is that them?
Yeah, Sigurn.
Sweet.
Deep red tattoos. The members of Sigorn Lodge bear deep red tattoos with symbols of warrior kinship. They hail from the forged cities of Shimon. Protected by lava falls, this stronghold has grown in size and attracts business and trade from many of the free peoples that live in the realm of metal. These Sigorn have sold their axe service to the Cadron overlords in many different occasions.
Yeah, I just like that symbol as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could get some of these and link them with your Caradon.
Could do. I think that's my favourite realm of metal. The realm of metal. Probably then the realm of death.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I'm going to have to find the ones where...
Depends on which one you want your guys to be from.
That looks very Sylvaneth. Has it been green?
What does it say?
The scions of Volstagg, the Beldreg, dwell in the wandering mountains of Gyron.
Yep.
And are sworn enemies of the Skaven, even without hope of
Gyron's
profit.
beasts, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
They have attracted the rat men ever since. Alright. There's a squishy. I can never say that. Akshay.
Squishy.
A squishy.
Squishy, just like shaman. It's correct as well. Shaman.
Shish.
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 Shush.
Yeah, we just take the rip out of the names, don't we? Because we can never say them correctly.
Yeah, it's these made up names. I suppose all words are made up, to be honest.
Of course they are. The Soul Wars cometh. Soul Wars. Legacy of the Lodges. Fyreslayers at War.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got... Is that the...
That's probably the battle.
Battle, yeah. The
Battle. The battle.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Yeah. Cool.
A battle group.
Yeah. There's a Grimnar.
Here's a Grimnar.
Oh, the Chosen Axes. That's the
That's
dudes.
your dudes from...
Yeah, the ones that I've been painting. Masters of the Forge. Oh, Neil started singing Les Mis then. Masters of the Forge.
I was thinking Master of the Universe.
Oh no.
I have the power.
Or when he holds aloft his mighty axe.
Well, it's kind of a brazier, isn't it?
Yeah, he becomes He-Dwarf.
He-Dwarf. Oh no. Champions of the Fyreslayers. Yeah.
Cool.
Fyreslayer
infantry. Nice big picture with lots of them.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
That's the dude.
That's the dude, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the dude.
The dude.
These are just some dudes, but that's the dude.
And some idiot in the background.
Yeah, I'll grant you that one. Don't like him.
Manfred.
You destroyed the old world!
Well, yeah, it's your fault.
Git.
Sons of Grimnar. We've got some painted models there.
Yeah.
That looks really nice, that.
Look forward to seeing you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's in black.
That's
well.
quite a cool colour, actually. I mean, it's different. It's...
Painted black.
Oh, yeah, you're going to start singing now. These are some... I like them.
Oh yeah, we've got some of those to unbox in the next video as well.
Yeah. So we've got the Rune Masters there, the Berserker and that. Okay, Berserkers. Cool.
Yeah.
You got more? Oh, that's different. That's a very light.
Hurundar. It's sort of blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this gives you the idea of
how each area is painted then, that's good.
So that's the Sigorn one, the sort of red and orange in the beard.
Yeah.
But sort of separated out. And Thingor, Beldreg. Tangrim, that's interesting with the white and orange.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Olgrun. Shish. That's interesting. Little white hands.
Oh yeah.
And Volstagg, Greyfjord and...
Hermdar. You've got drones.
Be interesting to see which one you pick.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look and have a read of them and see which ones call to me.
And which colour scheme.
Yeah, I've got some more there. Pickies. And this is the Warriors of Fortune, so that's one big battle. So, isn't it? Wow.
Lodge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get that many. I'll be painting forever and a day.
Oh, you've got nearly that many silver now.
This is true.
Painting your Fyreslayers, so a decent sort of
painting guide there. Though there is one on the Citadel app, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But, that might just be for like
some stripe
Volstagg.
variants there as well.
Well, that's quite cool. I might do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, good. Tells you how to paint those scales. That was panicking me.
Let's go with the bad and black. Apply successively thinner edge highlights of dark Reaper, then frizzy and grey. Alright.
That's to do it
That's easy
in the
enough,
black, and that's to do it in the red.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's just like painting the Kraken. I fleet Kraken when I did those.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah, it's just
you're using black.
yeah.
It's actually quite effective looking on. And then
Cracked earth and that.
different kinds of bases.
Mm.
You use the cracked earth,
That's
spray
cool.
black, and then you can do it as lava.
Oof.
It's
So
interesting.
much to think about.
Much to think about you giving me.
The forces of the Fyreslayer.
Fyreslayers, allegiances, battle traits.
We've got, yeah.
These are all things you're going to have a good read through.
Yeah.
Command traits, artifacts of
The
power.
power.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, magma droth traits. So you actually get.
He gets a trait.
That's nice.
Nice.
So if a Fyreslayer and Armacles and the heroes mount a magma droth, those heroes can have a magma droth trait to declare which hero has a magma droth trait and choose or roll.
Nice.
So what can it have?
Cinder Crest Youngblood.
Okay.
When you use this model's lashing tail ability, subtract 1 from the dice roll that determines if that target's unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. If this model made a charge move in the same turn, subtract 2 from the dice roll instead. Flamescale Youngblood. After this model has made a charge move, pick one enemy unit within 1 inch of this model and roll a number of dice equal to the charge roll for that charge move. For each 6, that enemy suffers 1 mortal wound. Fireclaw Adult. If the unmodified wound roll for an attack made with this mount's melee weapon is 6, that attack has rend characteristics of -3. Lava Tongue Adult. When you use this model's Roaring Firestream ability, subtract 1 from the dice roll that determines if the target unit suffers mortal wounds. If this model is wholly within your territory or within 6 inches of an objective, subtract 2 from the dice roll instead. Coalheart Ancient. Worsen the rend characteristics of melee weapons that target this model by 1 to a minimum of 0. And Ashhorn Ancient. You can re-roll save rolls of 1 for attacks that target this model and friendly magma droths within 6 inches of this model. Nice.
Quite the same, that one. The last one.
The last one, the Ashhorn Ancients.
Especially if you've got multiple magma droths
Yeah.
sort of together. Stampeding.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
We've got prayers.
Prayers.
So these are like blessings, aren't they? Cool.
Invocations.
Invocations.
So that's what the endless spells are.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
It tells you how to use them in there.
The Battle Forge.
The Battle Forge.
The Battle Forge. And there's
Nice.
the rules for it as well, which we've already read out.
Cool.
Volstagg. So
This is the lodges. So if you pick one of the lodges, this is the extra
abilities.
bonuses and stuff you can get. I don't know how many there is. Hopefully there's at least a few.
Hendar, Lofnir,
Yeah.
and that's it. Then you've got the Ignite.
There's
the Master.
4.
There's 4 in there, so that's not too bad.
Better than 1.
Yeah.
2.
So that's a scenario you can play there.
Yep.
Here's another one.
What else?
And then we've got
Path
the
to
Path
Glory
to Glory
rules,
rules.
And then the Warbands,
War
Paths to
bands,
Glory.
Yeah. And then the War Scrolls.
So this is kind of what you make your army up with. You can move around into a position I can't actually read it.
Okay.
So Lords of the Lodge. This will give us more idea of what you're going to get, maybe. Heroic Rune Father, Auric Rune Master, 1 Battlesmith, 1 unit of Hearthguard Berserkers, that's the Lords of the Lodge. Warrior Kin Band is 1 Auric Runeson, 3 units of Berserkers. So you get 1 unit Berserker in the starter set, don't you?
Yes, I think you do, yeah.
And then Forge Brethren is 1 Auric Rune Master and 3 units of Auric Hearthguard.
Okay.
So And to make this, you need 1 lodge, 2 warrior, 1 of those. And then we've got Doomseekers and Grimwraith Berserkers as well. So yeah, then we got the actual war scrolls. Is that the war scroll for the Chosen Axis?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the main guy out of it, isn't it? Yeah.
So he is an Order Durin Fyreslayers Vorstag hero Auric Runefather, full Grimnath. So just out of interest, he fulfills the criteria for Auric Runefather. Does he? Oh, nice one as well.
Cool. That's good.
Okay.
Got a Rune Father there.
Yep.
Runeson. Smith. Rune Master.
Yep. And
Berserker.
Berserker. Doomseekers. Rune Smiter.
Berserkers. Hearthguard.
Yep.
Berserkers again. Hearthguard Berserkers. Yes.
We haven't spent too much time looking at these guys. This is where we're going over it from old ground, probably.
Yeah. Zaragon Firesplitter.
Yeah.
Runic Firewall, Molten Infernoth, and then the pitch battle profiles.
So their allies are Dispossessed, Ironworld Arsenal, Cardin Overlords and Stormcast Eternals.
Cool.
So you're Stormcast Eternals and I've got the other 3.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So the Magmic Battleforge is scenery, because no points. Magmic Invocations. The Inferno's 50 points, the Firewall's 40, and the Flame Split is 60. I thought the Inferno would be the most expensive. That's interesting. Cool. So that is the book. With the cards, just briefly, you get all the cards for the ones we were reading out, so Claude was reading out from before.
Yeah.
And then all the other cards there.
Yep.
And along with those,
You get these.
you get the tokens, which are double-sided tokens there, and then the cool effects as well.
Yeah. So those are your runes, and then you've got your.
So you get all those.
Yeah.
So there we go. So that is where we're starting. So obviously we've got a starter set, start collecting set, and a box of Hearthguard in the next video for the Fyreslayers, which shouldn't be too long to do.
No.
That's going to be the ones that Claire takes in our next.
In my next
Tale of Two Gamers.
Tale of Two Gamers, yes. I'm surprised he can't hook up with the Sylvaneth, but then again, fire and wood just wouldn't really go together, would it?
No, they just burn a lot.
Yes.
So that's who you're going to take.
Yes.
I'm not going to say I'm going to take.
Ah, that went the wrong way.
You go the wrong way. Catch this thing. That's a clue. That's a clue. It went on the camera. If you didn't see it, tough. There we go. Right, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for the Fyreslayers as well.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So you take care. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching, and we'll hope to see you soon.
Yep. Bye for now.
Bye.